If you're thinking about quitting your job, then you're in the right place. I'm Ali, founder of Living Life Differently, and I help people to navigate their way through making big, bold decisions to change their life. In 2005, I got to a point where I actually did quit my job, sell my house, and went to travel around the world. What led me to that point was a real kind of confusion about what was going on in my life. I've been working for about a decade since leaving university, and whilst I did really enjoy my job, I got to the point where I was thinking, is this it? Is this what I do as an adult for the next 30, 40, or even more years? And I felt that there was always meant to be something more in my life. Luckily, at the time, I knew that there was some equity in the house that I was living in. So after making a few inquiries with an estate agent, it became apparent that actually there could be some money in the pot there if I sold the house and potentially use that money to travel. Did I have doubts? Did I have fears? Absolutely. Did I think that I could go and do this and then come back and walk into another job? Not really. But did I want to just sit still and do nothing, knowing that I had an opportunity in my hands? Did I want to just do nothing and go day to day, month to month, year to year, following the same pattern? Or did I want to do something different? Putting in my letter of resignation was a really, really big challenge. There were lots of doubts and fears. But by the time I'd made the decision, I felt that I had to go all in. It was an all or nothing decision. And I knew actually that I wouldn't regret it. The biggest regret would have been doing nothing about it and just carrying on doing what I was doing already. With a round the world ticket, went to Heathrow Airport, got on a plane, and didn't come back to the UK for 6 months. With a full backpack, some Lonely Planet guidebooks, and a bit of a rough idea about where to go and what to do, it was probably the best 6 months of my life. USA, Fiji, New Zealand, Australia, Singapore, Indonesia, Malaysia, and Thailand were all the countries that I managed to visit. The experience of visiting all those countries around the world was absolutely life-changing. The cultural experiences were fascinating, the landscape was amazing, the people that we met were absolutely incredible, and I absolutely don't regret selling the house, quitting the job. The experience taught me so much about myself, pushing myself out of my comfort zone, being across the other side of the world away from friends and family, learning how to look after money to be able to make sure that I could get to the end point of Thailand before coming home. And this travel experience wasn't anything like the modern day travel experience. There were no smartphones. If you wanted the internet, you had to go and find an internet cafe. The telephone that I had was like an old little Nokia. So it was being reliant on guidebooks, being reliant on word of mouth, speaking to other people about the best places to go, and really following your nose and judging your own instincts. Fast forward 6 months down the line on the return to the UK, and I felt like an absolutely different person. I felt completely changed in more ways than one. But then on coming back to the UK, I realised that nothing had changed. Everything was the same, everybody was doing the same, and it was a bit of a culture shock, to be honest with you. It wasn't long after coming back to the UK that I managed to get another job in the field that I really enjoyed, and life continued again. But having had that experience of putting myself out of my comfort zone, selling what was an asset and security and stability in some people's eyes in terms of the house, quitting a stable, secure and fairly well paid job, that might not be for everybody, but for me, I definitely saw it as a golden opportunity to really stretch my horizons. And it did change my outlook on life when I came back to the UK. It did make me think more about saying yes to new opportunities, and it has led to some other incredible adventures and experiences. So I just suggest to you, if you are thinking about doing something similar, don't let the what ifs and maybes put you off. To coin a cliche, we're only here once, so why not make the best of it?